Tak v loni to bylo vyrážíme a nadšení a teďka jenom Dandriel to, Dandriel tamto.
Ale jo, vyrážíme.
Na, 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 na. Down the path where the tall grass bends, evening leans where the fence line is. Smoke goes up in a patient line, twisting through cedar and broken pine. Somewhere far there's a call of crows, somewhere near only dust and stones. And the fire makes a quiet frame for all the things that outgrew their names. There was a yard and a clothesline wire, laid like hard like a held-back choir. Boots by the step and a screen door here. Summer would fade at the edges dim. Now the road keeps its counsel plain, mile by mile through the fields again. And the heart talks slow when the world gets wide, like a creek in shade where the banks divide. Maybe faith is a trail half seen, worn by feet where the brush stays green. Maybe doubt is the darker bend, still it leads where the ridges end. So let me sit where the smoke drifts thin, where the night comes slow and the crickets begin, with the ground below and the stars held back, and the old life dim on a two-lane track. If a name still waits in the hush somewhere, it will rise like ash in the open air. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Nothing answers, still I stay, listening hard to the slipping day. Small as a stone in a field of grace, trying to know what the silence says. Final shore where the smoke drifts thin, where the night comes slow and the crickets begin. If a name still waits in the hush somewhere, it will rise like ash in the open air. No, 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 no.
Out past the fence where the tall grass sways, the trail runs thin
Můžeš.
through the end of the day. Smoke from the fire comes slowly through the leaves like speak. Boots find the shape of the stones and clay. Crows cut south through the last gold haze. Somewhere the pines keep still and wait, like they've heard every prayer I've too late.
Tam neskočí.
There was a field by the house back then, wild in the corners, fenced in with wind. We chase our names through the dust and weeds, certain the world was a thing to read. Now the road bends wide where the map runs out, and the years fall off in a hush of doubt. Home is a sound that the dark still knows, carried in smoke when the night burns low. So I sit with the coals and the settling air, let the quiet say what it came to bear. And the fire won't keep what the day.
Takže ať se může poběhat, jo?
Jo.
Nebo ta snídaně.
Far up the trail where the switchgrass sways, light falls loose through a cedar haze. A fire ticks in a ring of storm, giving its heat to the dark alone. Dust on my cuffs, pine pitch on my hand. Smoke moves slow through the quiet land, and the hills hold still like they always knew how to make a small life feel honest and true. By the house with the leaning shed, evening settled in gold and red. My brother ran through the yard barefoot, tracking the dirt where the lilacs stood. Now that gate is a line of weeds, half swallowed up by the grass and seeds, but the mind goes back by the same old thread to the screen door slam and the things unsaid. Maybe faith is a lantern glow, seen now and then on a road you know. Maybe doubt is the longer mile, still it stays by your side a while. So I'll sit where the fire burns down, where the black earth cools and the stars come round, with the night spread wide and the creek bed dry and the old days lit in the edge of my mind. If there's something here that can bear my name, it will rise through the smoke and it won't need praise. Nothing breaks and nothing heals, only the turn of the sky and field. Small as a spark in the breathing dark, still I listen hard for a steadier heart. And I'll sit where the fire burns down, where the black earth cools and the stars come round. If there's something here that can bear my name, it will rise through the smoke and it won't need praise. So past the bend where the tall pines stand. Evening lets all the shadows in. Firelight shakes on a ring of stone, like a quiet hand when you're far from home. Dust on the cup and smoke in my head, crickets stitching the dark somewhere. And the trail goes dim where the hillside drops, while the whole world slows and almost stops. There was a yard with a sycamore tree, roots pushed up where the path used to be. My father sat with a coffee tin, sorting old nails with the daylight thinning. Now that porch is a sag in the ground, board's gone soft and the paint worn down. Still the mind walks back through the grass that sways to the screen door slam in the August haze. Maybe fate is a small campfire, not a blaze, just a steadier wire. Maybe doubt is the open wide enough not to understand. So I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the slow winds blow, with the stars held back in a field of smoke, and the old life lived by the words we spoke. If there's something true in the hush this brings, it will rise and rust on the dark thin strings. Nothing answers but nothing hides, not the cedar shade, not the hillside, small as a stone in the breathing grass, letting the long day loosening past. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the slow winds blow. If there's something true in the hush this springs, it will rise and rust on the dark thin streams.
Beyond the bend where the tall grass lays, the trail runs thin through a cedar haze. A campfire hums in a ring of stone, giving its light to the dark alone. Smoke climbs slow through the deepening green, soft as a thought that won't stay unseen. And the hills go still in the falling gold, like they're keeping a story they never told. There was a house by gravel drive, screen doors singing the hour light. My father stood with his hands in dust, fixing what broke like the patient must. Now that place is a field of weeds, fence posts bowed in the wild-grown seeds. Still the mind walks back through the evening air, by the smell of pine and the old porch chair. Maybe faith is a trail gone faint, marked by loss and the marks of grace. Maybe doubt is the wider plain, still it calls and it knows my name. So I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow, with the stars held back in a veil of smoke, and the years come near in the words we spoke. If there's truth in the hush out here, it'll rise like ash when the heart grows clear. Nothing answers, but nothing slips. Not the shadowed pines, not the moonlit ridge, small as a stone in the breathing land, trying to rest what I understand. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow. If there's truth in the hush out here, it will rise like ash when the heart grows clear.
Beyond the gate where the wagon tracks fade, the field laid down in the last gold shade. Smoke from the fire rolls thin and slow through the pine dark limbs and the evening glow. Stone underfoot and the grass knee high, a blackbird crossed through the open sky. Far on the hill where the long light fell, the whole earth held what it would not tell. Back of the house stood a water-worn fence, crooked with weather and time and sense. We were small with the dust on our shoes, running the roads with nothing to lose. Now every road has a quieter name. Every year leaves a different state. Home comes back in the smoke and dirt, like an old soft hymn through a worn out shirt. So I stay with the red coals
Roniku, to je život, co?
with the dark in the pines and the dust on my sleeve. And the night leans in like a truth half known, through the cedar hush and the firelit smoke. Every lost year, every half-healed hurt falls to ash and returns to earth. I am small in the wide still land. Still the ground holds fast like an open hand. Maybe faith is a path through the tallest grass. Maybe doubt is the shadow those old hills cast. With the flames burned low and the stars held back, even silence felt like answered laugh. And the night leans in like a truth half known. Every lost year falls back to earth. I am small in the wide still land. Still the ground holds fast like an open hand. At the edge of the pines where the footpath bends, evening gathers and slowly descends. Firelight leans on a circle of stone, cracking soft in a patient tone. Dust on my boots and sap on my sleeve. Smoke goes up through the rustling. Some more thought that I couldn't name comes back warm in the cedar flame. There was a house by a field gone wild, screen door swinging when I was a child. My mother's voice through the circuit steam, low and plain as a porch light gleam. Now that yard is a blur of grass, post sunk down where the seasons pass. Still the mind goes back by the smell of rain, by the bent fence wire and the window pane. Maybe faith is a slower fire, not a blaze, just a living wire. maybe doubt is the open land, wide and quite hard to understand. So I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow, with the stars held back in a veil of smoke, and the old years lit by the words we spoke. If there's truth in the hush this evening keeps, it will rise through the ash when the silence breathes. Nothing answers, but nothing breaks. Only the sound that the tall grass makes, small as a stone in the breathing dark, waiting here for a steady spark. I stay where the fire burns low, where the black earth cools and the night moves slow. If there's truth in the hush this evening keeps, it will rise through the ash when the silence breathes.
Out where the wagon ruts fade in grass, daylight thins and the swallows pass. A small fire talks in a ring of stone, soft and low like it's thinking alone. Pines stand back in the settling shade, smoke climbs up where the light is frayed, and the field goes still in a copper glow, like it's keeping a truth it will not show. There was a house at the end of a lane, tin roof singing in a little rain. My brother laughed from the porch out back, barefoot heels on the splintered track. Now that place is a fold of weeds, boards gone down under vines and seeds. Still the mind goes there when the dust burns wide, with the scent of dust in the creek nearby. Maybe faith is a thinner thread, not a sky split open overhead. Maybe doubt is a longer bend, still it carries you home again. So I stay where the fire burns clear, where the night comes down and the world draws near, with the ground below and the stars spread thin, and the old days stirring beneath my skin. If there's something true in the hush this makes, it will rise like smoke when the daylight breaks. Nothing speaks, but the crickets try, and the black trees sway like a slow reply. Small as a stone in a sea of land, still I wait, like I'll understand. understand. I